bot that rolls 7 dice every turn.
Wow.
Citizen Dawn could pull one of her actually offensive citizens instead of just pulling troops. Omnitron. We're seeing Omnitron on the table. This is a match.
That's great.
This is a very exciting match here. Okay, so just see what their cards are. We're going to see some interesting strategies here. Legacy and Baron Blade work together very well. Omnitron's got a lot of great options. We haven't seen Omnitron yet in a match here on the casted table.
I am absolutely excited to see Omnitron. I heard that he came out in the first round out in the room, but we haven't gotten to see him yet here in the room. So I'm really excited to see the kind of damage and devastation that he can cause.
So,
yes, Dawn does have a lot.
Yep, we've got Citizen Dawn over there with Happy to Be Here. And all of the citizens arrayed. And lots of bots for Unity. I'm really hoping we're going to see a lot of traffic out there on the board with all of those extra pieces.
yeah, I imagine that it's going to be a pretty notable amount of targets on the field. And I'm curious to see if Gatecrashers falls into the same trap that we saw in the last couple of rounds of targeting the non-point scoring, the non-point value targets.
That's true.
You know, if you attack the bots and you attack the citizens, you're not necessarily doing your points any favors. So.
But with Citizen Truth, you can't necessarily get at Citizen Dawn.
There are
take him
ways
out.
to get around that, and I leave it up to the players to figure out how to separate Citizen Dawn from her defensive structure. And yeah, I'll be like I said, with the lack of innate firepower on Happy to Be Here's team, I would like to see Citizen Dawn pull out a citizen that is more offensive. Yeah. There's some good options there. Perhaps Assault and Battery, or like we saw Blood, Sweat, and Tears in that first match, which is great because it's not just attacks, but also some debilitation. So.
Okay. And it looks like they're choosing their powers, getting everything set up here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, looking at what we've got here.
Now, remember, this could be one match, or this could be 2 matches.
It's unclear whether you're going to be able to take advantage of it.
Right, so if Happy to Be Here can win the first round, then we redraft again and play another one. So this game is going to be pretty tense. And if what Gatecrashers really needs to do is aggressively dominate this first game so that they can go into that last round fresh. There were a couple of games in the games. There's a couple of games in the initial games that were played out here in the tables, not in the casting room.
Yeah.
That used the volcano, that went into the lava.
Oh, really?
Yes, where the lava was did come into play.
That's great.
But I haven't seen it yet in here. And although with Omnitron on the board, Omnitron does a lot of pushing around, so we might see that happen.
I'm wondering how Omnitron is going to fit in that little space there.
Do you want to go high?
Yeah, that's a tight squeeze.
I think that Omnitron will be fine. Omnitron can walk over multiple elevations in the same movement, so we should be fine.
That's just such a large piece. It's really great to see that on the board.
As long as it faces down, that's what's important.
And that work, what are you thinking, the next one as the next player?
Yes, the third card is.
So here we go. Legacy is going to go first, followed by Unity. Then back on Gatecrashers, Omnitron is going to take that middle turn. Then we'll see Citizen Dawn. Lastly, we'll see Baron Blade and the Wraith. So different positions than we saw the last game.
We've got a lot of great possibilities here. I mean, Citizen Dawn can be pretty much whatever she wants. I'd be interested to see Citizen Dawn played fully offensively and not even pull out a spare citizen. But it's such an attractive option to be like, wait a minute, I want one more target on the board, that I don't think we're going to see that. It could happen, but I'd love to see a Citizen Dawn that was just based on taking the fight to their opponents.
True.
But anyway, so there's a lot of options on both sides here for handing out negative tokens, for punishing certain strategies. So this could go a bunch of different ways, and with the teams both being experienced teams that we've seen make their way up to the semifinal rounds, I think that this is going to be a great match. With Baron Blade, he's starting off with his battle suit, so he's got a higher defense and his teleporter, so he can jump around the field.
Okay.
Legacy's starting out with Galvanize and Inspiring Presence, so he's going to be handing out tokens, and they know they can safely hand out a pile of tokens because Baron Blade's not around to punish them.
Sure.
And the Wraith is starting with Combat Stance and Slip into Shadow, so she's starting out defensively. And looks like they're ready to go. Omnitron's got some Ocular Beams. Unity's got her Swift Bot. Citizen Dawn does have Return to the Dawn, so she will be picking a citizen right off the bat. And everybody's revealed their cards, so we should see Citizen Dawn and Unity adding their extra characters to the table.
Do inspiring presence.
Let's hear what Legacy's first turn is going to be.
Oh yeah, your extra characters need to be in play before it starts. Your companion.
Your companion.
All right, so we're getting the bots and Citizen Dawn's Citizen into play, and we'll be good shape. And yep, it looks like Citizen Dawn is using Citizen Truth, so we're going to see that same defensive strategy. Let's see if Gatecrashers can get around it.
Looks like SwiftBot over there?
Yes, SwiftBot is
Okay.
definitely the bot that Unity is pulling
All right.
for that first turn.
So anyway, so now you have Surge.
Yeah.
And we're
Doing inspiring
into
presence.
Legacy's first turn.
Me and him will get
Yeah,
a
you too.
+1
You should have on that. Yep.
because he's in
Yep.
cover.
Okay, already handing out those tokens.
All right.
And
Surge.
my
Yeah, you reveal it.
my first, I will do a sprint.
All right. Sprint.
All right, so Legacy
Second
has
action,
sprinted up.
galvanize my buddy over here.
All right. And then galvanize.
And 2 +1s.
Has out some malicious tokens. All right.
And that is my turn.
There it is. You roll movement.
Movement.
All right, so Legacy has
Yeah.
moved and
All
given
right,
out
we
some
got a 5.
tokens. And so now we are on
And you're good now?
to
Perfect.
Unity's turn.
Exactly. Now
Number
we'll go on
2.
to turn 2, which is Unity.
Just that quickly.
Not changing out any cards.
All right.
So, no surge. For my first action, I will go bots to move SwiftBot up 6 spaces.
All right, so SwiftBot is getting into the middle of the action.
All right.
All the way up to Legacy.
For my second action, I will go bot SwiftBot to make her attack.
All right. SwiftBot's attacking.
She will move to this square.
All right.
And Baron Blade, you have your defense bonus out,
I have Balsted out.
Okay.
I don't have any other defense bonuses.
but you have a defense of 4.
Yes.
So then I will attack Legacy.
All right. And then attacking Legacy.
All right, so Legacy's getting attacked by SwiftBot
No,
right
that's the
off
second.
the
Oh, the second
bat.
action. Right.
Because
Because
the
it
attack
moves
was
part
moved.
Right, so the first action was to use GoBots to move SwiftBot all the way up there, and the second action was to GoBots to make SwiftBot attack.
Okay.
All right. What are your auto misses?
Auto misses are a 2.
A 2. So the 2 gets removed, but you've got a 4 and a 5. Now,
All right, so 4 and a 5
coming
are
to
coming at Legacy. Okay, it's 4 and a 5. We're
That'll
blocked
take
by
care
4
of
and a
it.
6.
Legacy. If you want to. All right.
There we go.
No damage.
For my third action, I will reconfigure SwiftBot.
Yeah.
Which triggers volatile parts.
Yes, it does.
It's a beautiful,
can
beautiful
really attack
strategy.
with
I
that.
always like seeing SwiftBot used as the Mad Bomber style.
It's
the attack
adjacent.
hits
So
you
what they're
anyway,
doing
so
there is they're
that's very
exploding the
effective.
bot that's
So it
there,
doesn't
turning it
last
into another bot.
Right, so
correct?
Unity on her, yes, absolutely.
Either way, she has line of
Unity
sight
on
to
her
she's
character
adjacent.
panel has an ability called volatile parts.
The bot
Okay.
makes it.
And volatile
Yeah.
parts.
That bot first makes this attack.
So Unity will see her character panel come up here on the screen in a second, and you see that she has an innate ability called volatile parts.
Auto miss on 2
and
and 4.
that
All right, so
ability
there's no
there
auto
says that
miss. So
whenever
it's 6,
a bot would be
6, 3, 1.
incapacitated, it first makes
And
its
then they
attack.
have to go against
I
both
understand.
Baron
And
Blade
so,
Okay.
Legacy.
and then
That's not a bad roll there.
right, so she's switched volatile parts. She's blown up SwiftBot, and then
Alright,
blowing
you
up
get 5
SwiftBot
to 1.
turns it into a different bot.
So you can
Okay.
block 2 of them, which means you would take 2 damage.
So Legacy
You got 6, 6,
already
2, 1
taking
coming at you over there
damage
as well.
thanks to SwiftBot.
Yeah. Oh well, and thanks to the reconfiguration explosion.
All right.
And to finish up reconfiguration, SwiftBot is then incapacitated.
And Baron
given
Blade
that
also
turret
took
bot.
damage since he was pretty close to that.
There we go. Very good.
And what bot do we have there now? Is that
I'm sorry, it's
Turret
Turbot. Yep, in fact
Okay.
it is. So Turbot is putting down a field of hazard spaces right around them
Yep,
now.
now it is number 3.
Movement.
Oh, yeah. And a 6.
Nice.
Really speedy unit.
Thank you.
All right. That was a
move so much.
fantastic first turn for Unity. She got up there and she launched some damage out there. So now we're on to Omnitron's turn.
And my third power,
Which is
interpolation feat.
All right. Tribulation 2.
Okay, what cards do we have there for Omnitron? What
So
sort of attacks might we
Omnitron
see?
already had Ocular Beams and Rocket Jump, and it added in Interpolation Feed. Ocular Beams allows Omnitron to make some beam attacks.
Okay.
Rocket Jump allows it to jump from one land area and land somewhere else, so it can just like leap across the board.
Wow.
But
Yeah, I know,
Interpolation
I'm talking about
Field specifically moves people around, and so what
Yeah.
Omnitron can use this to
Yeah,
is to
I'm
take
going
its
to-
opponents and drag them into other places, such as even throwing them into the volcano.
I understand. Wow, that could be pretty powerful.
Two there. Swing back behind.
Yeah, you've got to fit him in somehow.
Yeah, so the way that the Omnitron moves is essentially it picks a hex across the place and then lands in one of those spots. So even though it's got this giant base, oh yeah, so your rocket jumped into his position.
No, that's just me moving too.
Okay, so that was just a movement. That was not a rocket jump.
That's move action, sorry.
Now, Omnitron normally only has 2 actions, and it currently does, but might later switch out for a tactical card that gives it an extra action. We'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I want to interpolation field the bot.
There we go. That's a great idea. So
Now,
this
is the
way,
bot be pushed?
it's able to push the
Okay,
bot
so like-
further away.
It's not like a turret mode bunker.
Okay.
And how do we decide how far it gets
And
moved?
what's
So let me pull up the card so you can see that. So Omnitron's card, interpolation field, specifically here is coming up on the screen now. You can see it says that it pushes each character in radius 2 hexes. So it takes that bot and moves it 2 hexes in any direction.
Sorry.
I was about to say, whoa.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's also not right.
Why have I not been playing that?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck blocking that.
It's my luck, so. 226.
Covered.
Covered.
Yep.
Paul,
You're good.
does Turbot have line of sight?
Turbot have line of sight.
Yeah, right through legacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So they're all on the same level.
Yeah, and then I
So how is
will
Turretbot
interpolation
attacking
field-
when it's Omnitron's turn?
Because Turretbot is generating those hazard spaces.
Ah, I
and so
understand.
Omnitron stepped into the hazard spaces, and Turretbot automatically fired through Legacy
Oh, yeah,
space.
that makes sense,
Because you can attack
Somehow
through...
missing Legacy?
Yeah, Legacy's dodgy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So strictly
As long as it's reasonable.
Right.
Yeah.
Second
That's
action.
my second action.
Sounds good.
Roll my movement.
Yep.
That's a good citizen truth going.
All right, so Omnitron has moved up and is in a new position and has a speed of 1. Omnitron is abysmally
Now
slow.
they can turn that face down, and we're on to turn 4, which is Citizen
All
Dawn.
right, so Citizen Dawn's turn, and she's got her Citizen Truth companion out there.
Okay, this is
So-
what we've been seeing all day here from Citizen Dawn.
Well, we saw that Blood, Sweat, and Tears in the first game, and
That's true.
I was really pleased with that because that's a more aggressive choice.
Well, it looks like we're switching out.
Well, so Citizen Dawn has moved up to
Oh, we
the
did,
top
okay.
edge, moved up into the forest. That for her first action.
I don't know. I think.
They're really trying to make the right decision here.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's when we do attacks.
I probably could have attacked Omnitron if I thought about it, but I didn't move to the right place. So I guess I will take an aim just in case.
All right.
All right, so Citizen Dawn has picked up,
I'll move
has
Citizen
moved,
Truth.
and then
All right, you gotta
dodged
do one
and
more.
aimed.
Oh,
So that's her
yeah,
entire
yeah.
thing. That aim is not going to be at all useful to her because
So the aims go away at the end of your turn.
dodge and aim tokens both go away at the beginning of your turn if you haven't used
Beginning
them.
of your turn, okay.
Right. So at the beginning of her next turn, she's just going to throw away that aim token and potentially dodge if she doesn't get attacked. Now Truth is moving up next to her, so they're hanging out in the forest and
Sure.
just being defensive together. I imagine that
For
Truth
citizen truth.
All right.
and Truth did not take a
the end of
dodge
your turn.
action,
Yep.
which
And now it
was
is
an
turn
interesting
5.
choice. Probably should have.
Baron Blade.
All right, Baron Blade's turn. I appreciate that Barry is playing Baron Blade.
Baron Barry Blade.
Barry as Baron Blade.
Oh, well, it could be his first name too.
It's. It could be. It's not. It's Ivan, but whatever.
Ivan?
What's the radius
Can I pretend that it?
Yes,
Call it
you
Barry?
can.
Okay.
3 and
And
line of
line of
sight.
sight.
Looks like Baron Blade is choosing different powers.
Corner of the cover there.
We know he's got quite a number of options here. A lot of them offensive, a lot of them very tactically advantageous.
Yep.
That can move characters around and really change the play on what's on the board.
All right. And he's got those attack +1 tokens from Legacy, so he's got his battle suit still, which is a great defensive thing, and I think that he should absolutely hang on to that. As long as he's got his teleporter, I could totally see him taking advantage of that by jumping into the woods there with Citizen Dawn, especially because if he can push Citizen Truth, if he can launch the displacing teleporter in a way and push Citizen Truth out of the woods to where Citizen Truth cannot see Citizen Dawn anymore, then he can go to town on Citizen Dawn without her getting that defense.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I do have defense +1.
Defense +1. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so he switched out a card for the Fission Blaster. He got rid of his
Okay.
displacing teleporter and picked up the Fission Blaster in order to get the defense +1 token. And it's interesting to me that he's got that defense +1.
Okay, so it looks like Baron Blade is moving back. He's actually retreating into one of the start spaces.
It's interesting to me that here in the semifinals round, we're seeing a defensive strategy. I mean, it might not be a defensive strategy. It might be a setup for later. But, you know, Gatecrashers might have been a little spooked by the fact that Happy to Be Here got that great Unity play in there and threw some attacks around.
The third action, so pass.
Dodge, not bad.
All right, so you're done?
Yep.
All right, you got a reroll movement?
I do. Have a 5.
All right. At turn 6.
Okay, looks like Baron Blade dodged and moved.
Yeah. All right,
and
so that is the end of Baron Blade's turn. So now it is the Wraith's turn.
Surge and get an aim token, please.
Yes. That was the worst throw.
All right, so
Picking up an
she
aim.
gets an aim token right off targeting computer. She doesn't even have to use that action.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
First action.
Move is your first action.
Do you want to be within?
I'm not down moving.
Oh, you're not.
And then I'm going to sprint to here.
All right. Sprint is your second action.
Okay, Wraith has just put herself in line of sight with Baron Blade. I think we might see an attack
Third
there.
action, I'm going to attempt Razor Ordnance against Omnitron.
All right.
Oh no, she's targeting Omnitron.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. He's up 1.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. I'm up 1. I also have reached 6.
Right. So you're fine.
Yeah, so
So it is at range.
ones won't make range.
Effectively.
Yeah, effectively one.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
ones will make range. Is it range 1? Okay, excellent.
Razor ordnance.
Razor Ordnance.
I assume he's going to use
So
that aim
everything,
there.
everything makes range.
Right.
Using my aim.
Yep.
So an aimed Razor Ordnance against Omnitron is a great choice at this point.
So 1s and 2s are auto misses.
1s and 3s.
1s and 3s.
1s and 3s are automatic. So
So
the
the
1
one
goes
goes
away, and you've got 3 5s
And
That's
that are
pretty
coming at
good.
You're at
Omnitron.
5.
Still in round 1.
Yeah, this has been a
3
good
5s.
first round.
Coming in Omnitron.
Not a 1.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a great first strike there. Now Omnitron's got a ton of hit points, but even
You
still,
got to start taking him down at some point.
well, and he did. That's 3 points of damage on Omnitron, so that's great to see.
It's like a
What a great first move
Alright.
from the Wraith. We haven't seen a whole lot of damage being dealt by her in these games
And then
today.
you
So
reset.
I'm really
Everyone's
glad to
back.
see
Everyone go back to
that
turn
amount
one.
of damage being
Legacy.
dealt out.
All right. So we're back around to the beginning of round 2, and we're on Legacy's turn at the beginning of round 2. So let's see how that goes.
At this point,
more than you
everyone
did the
in
last time.
Gatecrashers has taken damage, and no one on Happy to Be Here has taken any damage at all. That's a really exciting way to start round 2 for Happy to Be Here.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far for both sides, but Gatecrashers have been a little spooked, I think. So, all right. So Legacy is picking power cards. Might be switching some out. It looks like.
Going to be successful. Okay.
So, power up again.
You can't resolve. Melee attack can't resolve against.
Looks like he's actually thinking about power cards based on the power cards that his other players have on
Yeah.
his team. They're trying to figure out a good strategy that they can work together on.
No, it's
That's
a great.
great.
It's a great move.
Or you could attack an ally technically. That you're adjacent to.
I could use one, but it's usually frowned upon.
All right, so currently Legacy is using both Galvanize and Inspiring Presence, which are his big token generator cards, which are great. Like, both of those are excellent options, but it's a matter of whether or not Legacy is wanting to go to an offensive mode and use something like Flying Smash or Motivational Charge, or play defensive with something like Heroic Interception or Danger Sense. So the fact that their whole team is down a bit of hit points, Motivational Charge wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, because it would get them be a little bit more aggressive, and it would get them back in the game in terms of them all gaining a hit point back.
Sure.
So,
Replace it with the surge.
Yes, kill the surge.
all right. So he is in fact
Danger Sense in for
Oh.
Inspiring Presence.
All right.
All right.
So Danger Sense allows him to ignore one of the dice that attacks him whenever it attacks him. So it works kind of like Citizen Truth's ability
Yeah.
that can just ignore an attack die.
And that might be really useful with some hit points taken away from him.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead and use Galvanize on the Baron
All right. Go behind Grand Blade.
for 2.
All right. So
That's
it
my
looks
first
like they're
action.
gonna they're
Second
kind
action,
of
dodge.
second action dodge. So it looks like they're putting a lot of their
Movement.
eggs into Baron Blade's basket here, of hoping that Baron Blade can be
was on a turn two.
the
He
heavy
does have
hitter.
a lot of firepower, but I'm expecting a lot of firepower out of Omnitron, too.
Oh, I definitely am. I think that Omnitron could certainly step up, and especially with those ocular beams.
I'm gonna trade out
Drop some
Turret Bot for
damage.
Swiftbot.
All right,
There
so
goes
Turtbot
Unity.
turned into Swiftbot.
I think they're bringing Swiftbot all the way. They may be
She comes in
trying
over
to
here.
get Swiftbot all the way back.
If you're doing reconfigure, or
I'm not doing
you're
reconfigure.
not.
So, no, I am just trading out the cards.
All right, so as a power-up,
I'm
not as an
trading out
action,
the
Okay.
she has switched out Turretbot for Swiftbot. Swiftbot's
First
right
action,
there.
go to
GoBots, moving SwiftBot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So right up on top of Omnitron.
Right back where
Second
we were.
action, GoBots, attacking with SwiftBot, going to Omnitron.
Oh, beautiful. I think that we're going to see a third action reconfiguration to blow it up and turn it into TurretBot again.
Wow.
That's great.
2.
Yep.
All right, 641.
bad.
641 coming
yes,
at Omnitron, and that
So
all
the range
makes
one
range.
misses, so
Oh,
it's
actually, the 1 makes
6
does not make range because Omnitron is too tall. But 6 and 4. And 6 and 5 is blocked. Very nice.
Okay.
All of
Yep,
it's
good
blocked,
defensive
yeah.
roll.
And for my third action, I'm going to reconfigure SwiftBot into TurretBot.
Exactly what we
So
thought.
first off, we see Swiftbot is going to explode and deal some damage.
That is area of effect attack, 4 dice.
Yep.
And it's only hitting...
There you
well, no,
Two
it's
and
going to
four
hit
auto
Legacy
miss.
and...
I can see a 2 and a 4 and a
Yep.
1, and I'm not happy about
That
that.
is pretty bad. So the 1 is going to be a threat against Legacy, but not Omnitron.
Right, so Legacy has a 3 and a 1 coming at him, and Omnitron has just a 3, and
I have a 3 and a
Legacy
1.
can ignore... Legacy ignores the 3 with his danger sense.
Yeah.
Well, it
So-
could have gone better with rolls, but
Oh, it really
it's
could
still
have
a great idea.
It's a very good tactical movement. The dice. So you roll the dice and you block the shot, no problem. Even without the danger sense.
Legacy is fine. And now Omnitron has to block a 3. Are you up to the challenge?
We'll find out. Omnitron rolls his dice and blocks a
and
3.
it's also blocked.
However, at this point, the Swiftbot gets reconfigured into TurretBot, and so at least he's generating some hazard spaces. That's Unity's turn. We roll some movement.
And Unity's
we're
just cruising all over
on
this
to-
board.
Oh, Unity's...
Oh no! Movement of 1.
And so it's Omnitron's turn.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Still a good turn for
All right,
Unity.
now you
Some
turn your
really
turn
interesting
down.
things going on there.
Omnitron.
Just like that robot being there.
There can only be one robot on this board.
Do you really care?
Not really.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Okay, here's a question I have about Omnitron. Can
course.
Omnitron hide in the forest?
If all of Omnitron is in the forest,
So it has to be a big forest.
yeah. Or like if you have some of Omnitron in the forest and somebody's in the other side of the forest, it'll block line of sight. So Omnitron can certainly use the forest for hiding.
Okay.
But Omnitron's
not as
really
usefully.
big. Right,
Yeah.
right. No, it's pretty tricky.
Wearing all the time.
All right, so it looks like Omnitron is going to
Like-
switch out some of his cards. I really do hope he goes for that card that's there on front. It gives him, the tactical burn gives him more actions per turn. And at 2 actions per turn with as slow as he is, he can't get very far. Disintegration Cone is also a good choice, which is the one he's looking at there. It's just a heavy-duty attack against something that's close. But the only thing that's close right now is TurretBot, and I don't care necessarily as much about that.
Yes.
So he's asking about... I believe he's asking about ocular beams because that's the one that hits 2 targets.
It looks like he
but
may
that
have his
one's the one
sights
that's
on
in effect.
Citizen Dawn and Citizen Truth up
no.
there in the forest.
Okay.
Very.
All right.
I think I'm gonna.
They're signaling back and forth. They're determining what they're going to do.
You only have 1 move.
There's what I was looking at.
And a lot of strategizing going on there in the room.
All right. It seems like the Baron Blade player over there
And
has a
Barry.
very
Oh, see, I was gonna rocket jump over and.
yeah.
Because
Barry
1
seems
gets you
to.
there, 2 gets you there.
We'll see what happens.
Well, rocket jump gets me away from the hazard, though. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It
we
sounds like they are worried about the hazard spaces being generated by
3
TurretBot.
dice.
Overestimated the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you want it to be 5, I'm okay
No.
with that. Well,
I mean-
that's the thing is all 6 numbers were
Actually,
so
you here, here.
Oh yeah.
That's 1.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
puts everybody where you want.
Yep.
And actually, that's very cute because we slide Dawn into a hazard after we slide him too far back.
Yeah.
And we put her in range of taking.
Okay,
and
so it
then
looks
you
like we
shoot
have
both
3
of them.
powers out now for Omnitron.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I like
Shoot.
that.
Should
Swap,
trade?
swap out for tactics sequence. I will move 1.
All right.
She will.
This here and then
1.
this.
Like that.
Yep.
All right. So you're going to move through.
No, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving. I only count from one of my hexes.
Okay.
And
Anyone
that hex
next.
is leaving, not
Sure.
entering.
Okay.
And then I butt swing around the rest
Okay,
of it.
so it looks like Omnitron is making his one
The
move,
first
but
action
swinging
was to
around
move.
that big body in order to
My
get
body
a
speed is
little
one.
bit closer.
Super speedy movement.
And then I am going to interpolation field.
All right.
I'm going to put
Excellent. So
him
he's using
over here
interpolation
close to
field
me.
to move Truth and
Yep.
Dawn away from each other so that line of sight no longer
And
works.
then I will slide her.
Oh, you can do that to everybody within
Oh, yeah,
radius
everyone
too.
within radius too.
Oh, fun.
Slide her in.
Yep. 1, 2.
Unfortunately, he just moved Citizen Dawn into a place
Back
where,
into line of sight.
where Truth can. I totally would have pushed Truth to make sure they couldn't see each other anymore.
I
That-
just want to point out that she's line of sight. Just
Oh, he's pointing it out there.
yeah, he is, and that's his own team that he's
But too far away.
All right.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, but they are too far away. They have to be within radius 3 of
it's
each
more than
other.
three, so.
But I would have gone with both if I were them. I would have made sure they can't see each other. And they,
So there's the attack and the defense.
yep. So it gets a couple points through.
Good use of hazard
These
spaces.
guys keep using their brains. That's allowed.
Look at it this way. I've dealt 6 damage this game.
Right. So he just pushed
He is holding his share.
into the turret box space.
I
Second
see.
action.
So that's what the damage
that
and the
was
defense
the
is
second
for.
action.
Right.
And it didn't cause any damage at least.
Uh,
Oh, no, it did.
It did.
It did cause damage to Citizen Dawn.
yep.
Ocular, you could Ocular Dawn and Wraith. You'd Ocular Dawn in that bot. That bot will potentially explode.
Before you do that, does the bot move one?
Oh, it is an enemy within 2. Yes.
It is not within 2.
It's not within 2, it's within 3.
You're
right. No push on the
Oh, right. What if you
Enemies
have
within 2
Right.
are
Right.
the 2 that you
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
We're done.
No,
with
then
it.
yeah,
I couldn't
I'll
remember if it
throw
was
some
a 2
ocular
or a
beams.
3.
All right.
Now, Dawn is an
So-
obvious target. You got Wraith.
Okay,
or-
it looks like they're
or,
discussing their
Truth,
next
I think,
moves
is
here.
Are your only other
Omnitron
targets.
still has a third action.
Truth might be taken care of because she's only got 3 left.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with
Let's go for the kill.
Wraith
Yeah, Wraith and Dawn.
4 dice.
and Dawn.
Hold on.
Dawn.
4
So
dice.
Omnitron has moved Citizen
Actually,
Dawn
I
into
would
Citizen
plus
Truth,
one.
but
No, it's
looks
not
like
me.
might be
Your
targeting
Yeah,
the
I'll
other
use 2 shots.
players.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll do
But you've
Dawn.
got reach plus 1.
They're
which
going
is
off
relevant
plan,
for when you're
Omnitron.
shooting at them.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Yep, Dawn, and I'll go ahead and go for Wraith.
So the Wraith is 5 away from you.
Yep.
Because you're at elevation 1.
About
Or
2.
Elevation 2, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Which is why she's not 6 away.
Okay.
But you've got reach plus 1.
Yep.
So make your
So-
attack.
So you're on 5 dice.
All right.
Four is
So
enough hit.
Omnitron
This
is
is,
making his
ocular
ocular
beams
beams
at 2 different
attack
targets.
against
Yep.
both
At
Citizen
Dawn
Dawn
and Wraith.
and the Wraith. And that's a hefty amount of dice right there.
2s and 3s are auto misses.
Oh, for sweetness. Is it sweetness?
1s, 2s, and 3s. So it's a
that's not
6.
sweetness.
We have a
Just
6
a
going
6.
against Citizen Dawn and a 6 going against the Wraith. Now that said, if
I'll
you're going to have
burn
just a
my
single
attack
die.
plus 1.
Oh, there we go.
Who are you attacking that with?
I'm going to put that into Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah, so another
a
die
great
for
idea.
Dawn
And that's another
is
six.
6. So 2 sixes at
Wow.
Dawn,
Right, so
1
there
6 at
is
the
1
Wraith.
6
That's
coming
great.
into Wraith and
Now,
2 6
the
coming
Wraith
into Dawn.
is currently in the shadows, so the Wraith should probably sprint away and not take the damage.
And to no avail. So you
No,
take
so
2 damage.
Citizen Dawn takes 2 damage. She has 1 hit point
damage
left.
on Dawn.
And the
Now,
Wraith-
I'd be...
And the Wraith it just has 1 6.
Yeah, the Wraith is going to sprint.
But then slips into shadows.
Yep, so
Okay.
the Wraith is a hard target to take out. Although, Omnitron has done a great job
Alright,
of
sounds good.
separating Dawn from her defense
Now you
buddy
can
True.
and
As you've
laying a pile of damage on her.
No, that was my third action.
I think
And
that's
now it is
everything.
Citizen Dawn's turn, so hopefully she's going to try to fix
2.
that. Omnitron is abnormally fast right now with the speed of 2. That's very high for Omnitron.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Omnitron rolls 3 dice and takes the lowest of them.
I see.
So, yeah, no, it's really hard for Omnitron to go very fast at all.
Luminous leadership for healing lights.
All right.
The Citizen Dawn is switching into healing mode, which is interesting because she needs healing, but her teammates are doing fine.
I think she's hoping to save herself.
If I were her at this point, I might drop a Luminous Leadership. I mean, not a Luminous Leadership, a Devastating Aurora, because Devastating Aurora is the one that incapacitates a bunch of people. And, you know what, I probably wouldn't use it, though, because everybody's got some damage on them, so it's not a great time. I'm just thinking about, like, when you're at 1 health and you've got a 1-shot in hand, using it is good because you'll get it right back.
That's true.
But at this point, incapacitating those guys that have health damage on them is not necessarily the best.
Depends how far you got to move.
You know, just go fully offensive. But that's her choice.
And then you back.
Moving around the head of the space toward Baron Blade will be
Is going to take way too much.
I wouldn't worry too much about Baron.
It sounds like they're also talking about the options there.
If you use it and then move back here, then Omnitron when he stands up is not.
I'm really glad to hear the players talking about all the different options here.
So,
Citizen Dawn should probably attack Legacy because Legacy has been hanging out in the backfield and hiding, and she's got a perfect line of sight to him.
devastating aura.
Oh, she is using Devastating Aurora.
All right, so that is what is the
Oh.
radius on that?
Radius 4.
Or 4. Yeah,
So she is going to be giving some quote-unquote free healing to all of her opponents, but that
works
is
amazingly
at
well.
the Legacy goes down.
Healed off that. That's
So these are
Omnitron goes down.
incapacitations that don't count towards points.
That's correct. Baron Blade does not go down because he's out of the target, but that means that Omnitron is at 0 and Legacy is at 0.
Does our movement?
Okay.
Yeah,
You get a reroll movement when you stand
everything's,
back up.
everything's
It is totally gone. Everything.
I'm
Just
just
health
gonna,
wasn't changed.
And we can also move them.
Back here.
Yeah, so then you move as your second action.
Yes.
I cannot be pushed.
It's
Yeah,
true.
he can't be
Omnitron cannot be pushed because it's too big.
I really see the value in it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
Running back and forth through that hazard field bunch.
Then I will
Wait, why did you move here? I thought you were going to move somewhere where you can move Truth to, so Truth can protect you.
Wraith could protect me from here.
No, he can't.
Or no, he can't. So yeah, maybe there would be better.
All right, so
There's that devastating aurora.
use devastating aurora, and then
Okay, that's
she
a good turn.
moved,
Reroll movement.
and that's I guess as much as she's doing this turn. So there we go. She took a dodge token, so that was her third action. There we go. Okay, and
Then we
that's her
said
turn.
see Citizen Truth.
Right. Well, no, she can't see Citizen Truth. She can not see Citizen Truth. Citizen Truth can't see her, but now on Citizen Truth's turn, he moves into the woods, and we're good to go.
Okay.
All right. Now, once
you go.
again, the
All right,
Citizen
now
Dawn
turn
player
Dawn.
is neglecting to use both of Citizen Truth's actions. He's moved Citizen Truth, but he doesn't have to do anything else, and really, he probably should be picking up a dodge token.
Okay.
But what do you do? This.
Still no score in round 2.
I am.
No, the score is 0.
I'm going to. Just want to make sure. So 5 hits, 4 hits, 1 hit, and he can see everyone but Wraith. So I could attack Wraith. He can't defend her. And Wraith has no dodges, right?
You get me now.
Okay.
I just look in the shadows.
Okay, so Baron Blade is trying to decide what actions he wants to take here.
All right. So at this point, Baron Blade's the only one on his team that still has. Some,
It's still up.
It's still up, but it has some actual damage because Legacy and Omnitron at the beginning of the next turn are going to get up fully healed. Unfortunately, Omnitron's going to take some time to rebuild his actions, but it'll still work.
It doesn't look like it.
Just as a.
Which hex? That hex. You draw a line. It's over a 2.
Is he calculating some line of sight here? No, they definitely.
Go from here.
No. Nope. No.
Nope, you can't. No way.
Yep. Fair enough. So I'm going to switch out my fusion.
Seems like some of those miniatures could invest in laser pointers.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Tiny laser pointers.
line of sight is pretty straightforward. You just have to kind of get an eye for it. So.
I see a pile of tokens there for Baron Blade.
Well, Baron Blade is looking like he's going to hang on to them. He's got both defensive and offensive tokens, and at some point in time, hopefully he's going to get into the fray and do some damage. Maybe take out Citizen Dawn right now, but
So he doesn't interfere with last night.
I don't know. It's
Sure.
this has been again a pretty defensive game.
Teleport.
All right.
Oh,
Sprint.
he's going right in there.
Your powers are useless against me. Incap. Maniacal gloating.
Yep.
What happened?
All right, so you get a point.
We've been.
For maniacally gloating Dawn.
Aha, so Dawn has been incapacitated by Baron Blade's
Wow,
Maniacal Gloating.
there we go.
Maniacal Gloating is an attack that it automatically knocks out somebody who has only one or fewer, only 1 hit point. So we have a point for Gatecrashers.
What a fantastic connection there with the transportation and the maniacal gloating. No?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
There's an elevation.
There's an elevation change there.
Just sprint down off the rock.
Okay.
Right, so you stood out there.
But they're still trying to calculate the spaces here, it seems like.
Yes, there you go. And then you can maniacally locate. Yeah, then you can work out the tail.
We just had to come up with
All right,
the
so
right
she
numbers here.
sprinted, she moved, or rather, he sprinted, he moved, he used Maniacal Gloating as his third action, and that is a victory
Got the point. There we go.
There we go. All right, so that is the first incapacitation, finally.
What a great use of that maniacal gloating.
Yep. And when they recover with Maniacal Gloating, also when you recover from being knocked out with that, you start off with an attack -1 and a defense -1 token.
Wow,
so that is
that's
part of the
pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's very good. All right, so now it is the Wraith's turn.
Just when you recover, you come back with an attack and defense -1 token.
Okay.
Attack and defense.
-1.
Yes.
So.
Okay, I'm not changing any powers.
All right, so that's good. I like to see that at least the Wraith is playing full offensive. She's got like purely attack. I mean, the slip into shadows and stuff, but she last turn launched that attack against Omnitron that was very successful.
That
so.
was.
Move is the first action.
And she's moving right up to Baron Blade.
Well, Baron Blade is the only target left right now.
So she moved, she's taking a Razor Ordnance action, and she already had an aim token from her first thing, so she uses that aim token most likely against Baron Blade right now.
Attack of 4 dice, 1 and 3 Artemis.
She's not using the aim token?
Using my
Okay, she is using the aim token. Good.
Aimed razor ordnance.
Oof, the 1 and the 3 are auto
I think that might be a
misses.
6 in there.
Well, the 1
Those
and
come out.
the 1 and 3 are auto misses. So we're left
5/5.
with 2
2
5s.
5s. Okay.
Rainblade has base 3 plus 1 dice from his Saber Battlesuit. Which come in hand to hand.
You're not rolling.
Like this might be
thought it was
able to be
all red
defended
die.
against with all those dice.
You're good.
Good?
Yep.
Awesome.
Wow.
And he does.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful defense roll.
Okay.
Not defeat my technology, Wraith. Your little batarangs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wraith does have one action left.
For my
She
third
does.
action, I'm going to take a dodge.
The problem is that
There
the
we
Wraith
go.
doesn't have any more attacks.
That's true. So takes a dodge and her movement.
She's got a dodge, she's got a defense +1 token for picking up a dodge, and she's got her slip into the shadows. So she's still playing. She's playing defensively, but she's at least getting into the cover and dealing some damage, or at
That's
least
true.
making attacks. So I'm a little worried that this game might go to time as well, because we're here. I mean, we're at the end of round 2, and Gate Crashers have an incapacitation. But happy to be here. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, we're
It is
starting.
Legacy's turn. He has stood up.
Yep.
He's got his power down.
Legacy's back at full health, and he's got to pick one of his powers.
Oh, he hasn't chosen one yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Beating that bot up is not the worst action.
Can I get there though?
He's really considering his
You're gonna take-
options here.
You're going to take one hazard no matter what getting out, or one at the end of your turn.
Not necessarily. Well, do hazards ignore? Hazard doesn't ignore line of sight, does it?
Well, hazards come from the hex itself.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So they always have line of sight.
Excellent.
If
Okay,
you-
cool.
If you're in a hazard space.
Yeah. So either smash that bot or potentially take a bunch. I mean, I think, dude.
And Gate Crasher's player is correct. Those are only there's
Yeah,
so
I'm
many
not
options
sure.
with hazards.
Honestly,
Yeah, going through this.
if I were Legacy, I would throw down a danger sense so that you can just easily ignore the hazard space because it makes your defense a lot better, and then just move right in for attacks. I would ignore that bot. Right now, we're talking about maybe attacking the bot or something. If they don't get up there and be offensive, they're just going to be behind the whole time.
Then you're clean.
Of course, as we know from the tournament, if they run out the time, and happy to be here can take that win for the
Oh, yeah,
time.
Can't stop.
Well, right now,
there,
Gate
so
Crashers
you-
is winning.
That's
time.
true. That's true.
Gate Crashers is solidly ahead.
You do them one at a time so you can see if it's getting bad.
Just a couple of attacks could change that.
Oh, absolutely. Any one turn could change how that goes, which is why they really want a 2-point lead if they're going to try to time out.
That's true.
I don't think they're necessarily trying for the timeout. There's just a lot of.
Then smash the bot. Smash the bot.
There's a lot
Oh,
of
it looks like he's
discussion.
going for the robot. Unfortunately, if he does destroy the robot will get to make its volatile parts attack him against him. So, I mean, even trying to attack the bot seems like it could be foolish. But
The heal one.
we'll see what happens.
So to heal you.
Yeah, he could certainly pull up a motivational charge, and use a motivational charge and a basic stock attack.
Motivational
Any
charge.
motivational
Yep,
charge you
and
click?
there it is. That's the motivational
You got
charge.
2 actions.
First action. Aim. Second action.
All right.
Yeah. And
All right, he's aiming a motivational charge.
Third
I
action
guess.
aim. We'll use the aim here.
Right. Sounds good.
We'll punch him with this.
All right.
Right, so this
there's
one,
Three dice.
auto misses on 1 and 2, but then after that happens, each ally regains a hit point.
There's a
So
1 and a 2, so there's a 4.
Wow.
he's got 4. He's aimed against the bot. Turret bot has 4 defense dice.
I think he can defend against it.
Yeah,
but
so
it
I
will
don't-
still resolve.
Yep.
Right, so I mean they'll get the hit points back,
And
but
no
yeah.
problem.
There we go.
So
No
all it
damage.
did is healed Baron Blade for a point. That's it.
All right, there we go. Now you reroll movement.
Sounds like they wanted it worth it.
Baron Blade.
There we go. Baron Blade has a health point back. And we are on to the Wraith. I'm sorry, no, we are on.
Yeah, no, we're on to
We're on
Unity.
to Unity.
That's quite
I'm
all right.
just talking about Baron Blades. We got a
That's
little
fine.
mixed up.
Sure, that's fine.
No, I've got an idea.
Brian appears to have an idea. Let's see what
For
happens.
him.
I hope it's a
And Titus.
cunning plan.
If you
It's
can
always
do it,
good to
do
see.
it.
I can do it.
Do it.
Trading out reconfiguration for Raptorbot.
Okay.
Raptorbot shows up.
First move, GoBots, making Raptorbot move. Raptorbot has a move value of 4. 1, 2, 3. That'll be adequate
right.
for me.
So Raptorbot is running up with the first GoBots action.
All the way up to
Do you have
Baron
any mobile
Blade.
defense platforms I could chew on?
And second move, GoBots, Raptorbot attacks.
All right, Raptorbot attacks is the second
So
action for Unity.
it's a 5-die attack that
Yes.
I
That's
believe
pretty
auto misses on a
powerful.
2.
Only legal target.
That's
Raptorbot.
true.
Can we
You're
get
not trying to
that?
attack an illegal target.
Auto misses on a 2.
Yeah, yeah. So
Alright.
2 3s and a 5
So you have
coming
3,
through
5.
on Baron Blade.
Meant to aim.
Now, that won't kill Baron
We
Blade,
haven't proven that yet.
even if he misses on all his defense dice.
It's true.
It's likely, but
And he doesn't.
Oh, and he blocks all of
It's
it.
entirely blocked, isn't it? Yes. Right, one more
Again, a really good attack from Unity, but the dice just didn't prove it out.
do I want
Yeah.
to dodge or do I want to move Turret Bot so that he can hit everybody right now?
Move Turret Bot. Play offensively. You don't need a dodge.
That'd be fun.
Because I
It's
can
not
move
very
him
many
here.
dice, though.
Yeah. Well, who's
Now,
up next?
the thing is that
Omnitron?
Omnitron.
GoBots is an unlimited action, so if he wanted to,
Gonna
he
shove
could
it the way
attack
around.
Yeah,
again
probably.
with
Yeah, so
Raptor
moving
Bot.
turret bot isn't
Oh.
super
Yeah.
helpful because he'll just move him back.
Could move him towards
No,
us.
but you get the attack. That's the point. If you can do any damage with it, it'll be great.
But they have to move into space, don't they?
Oh, okay. I
Because
thought-
it's
yeah.
not like I can move a hazard space
Well, you
under
can move
them.
a hazard space onto them. It doesn't trigger though unless
Yeah.
they move
Okay,
into
yeah,
one
my
or
bad.
in their turn.
My bad.
Yeah.
So you force them to move or take the hazard damage.
Yeah, or just move the bot, which he's done
Right.
fairly frequently thus far, so no real reason to assume that he'll stop.
All right,
Although
so
he's incapacitated, so if he has to do that, he can't do a whole lot else. What's your base attack?
4 dice, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is that unlimited?
No, it's melee.
Okay.
He does have
two
reach.
actions.
all right, so they're considering what Unity's last action is going to be.
It's 7 hit points on Omnitron.
Yes.
Take
8 is on the Reaper, I thought.
Yeah, 7.
So, Omnitron rolls low. What are you guys thinking?
He's consulting
If
with
we don't
his
do
teammates
damage, we
here.
can't win.
Yeah, listen.
I like that.
That's true. We are down right now.
They can't
I think I
win.
need that on a t-shirt.
Listen to your hearts.
Yeah. GoBot's moving turret bot.
All right.
That's 3.
All right. And a 5.
And they've got about 17
All right.
minutes
Now
left
we're
in
on
the
to
game.
turn
So we
3.
moved turret bot in, but didn't attack.
Stand up.
Omnitron's just stood back up. It doesn't necessarily look as a dire situation as it is. What they don't necessarily realize is there's only about 15-ish minutes left in this match. Because of the technical difficulties, we're giving them a bit of extra time, but very soon here, they're going to be into kind of a sudden death sort of moment. So hopefully they have a plan to lock this win up before they run out of time.
With only one incapacitation on the side of gate crashers, I'm not sure what Happy to Be Here can do with that.
Happy to be here can get an incapacitation on Baron Blade. He's currently the weak point of the team for certain. Legacy's very defensive. Omnitron is huge and has lots of hit points. And Baron Blade's just hanging out there in the woods. So if they can quickly take down Baron Blade, they can tie this up and have a shot at it.
Okay. Looks like there's an attack coming at the Wraith.
On 1 through 3, correct?
This is exactly the range Unity, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Looks like it's attacking Unity, actually.
To range, so they won't only, yeah. Good.
Oh, is he attacking Unity?
He's probably
instead of the
attacking
Wraith?
Unity and the Wraith using ocular beam since
I
that's
see.
both.
Okay.
Well, do you have a base attack as well?
I do.
What is that?
Rocket Stomp. 3, 4, 5, 6 melee. 4 dice.
Melee.
So over there, okay.
So,
Right, so the Wraith
back.
is
Not using the Wraith anymore. 'cause the Wraith
slipping
is
into the shadows again,
Starting
but Unity is still getting an attack coming at her.
If you could roll low, I'd appreciate it.
the one's choosing to. The 3 is removed.
So 4, 5, 5, 6.
5,
That's
That's a
fantastic.
powerful
Yeah.
attack there against
Yep.
Unity.
And so Unity, that could take out Unity if she rolls really poorly in defense. Here we go.
I thought did she have some dodge tokens?
I don't believe so. Oh, she
Wow.
blocks one of them.
Got one.
And she has 1 hit point left.
That's powerful.
Yes.
All right. And that is all of Omnitron's turn. So Omnitron rolls movement for the new turn, and then we are moving on to Citizen Dawn's turn. Citizen Dawn will stand back up, and I'm interested to see what power she pulls. I hope that rather than focusing on a citizen, she goes for trying to do offensive. But we'll see. We'll see.
Citizen non-reviving.
Yep, here she comes, standing up there, rolling for her movement.
All right, she's got all her hit points back, and she's picking a power card.
Probably.
I mean,
She's only picking one power card.
recommended.
Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, you get one. Upon standing up from incapacitation, you get 1 power card. She's picking up Return of the Dawn, and we see Citizen Truth come right back out again. So she is going to play defensive as long as she's up. But now she still has her 3 actions, and so I hope it's a move to get in position, an aim for the extra damage, and then a straight-up attack, her Radiant Strike. That's going to be really the best bet for taking someone out, or at least putting some more damage on Baron Blade. She doesn't necessarily need to move to hit Baron Blade. She's already adjacent to him.
That's true.
So perhaps taking an aim, shooting it.
There's that aim,
Okay, good.
looks like. And a Radiant Strike attack.
There we go.
Everyone partying in the woods.
Okay, so
3 and 5.
3 and 5.
so the 5 goes away, but it means it's 4 4s going at Baron Blade.
That's still pretty good. I'm glad
It's
she
very
used that
good.
aim.
We can get some points through.
sorry.
Unfortunately,
Yes,
she
I
doesn't
haven't
have
picked my
any
slot.
other.
Oh, okay. Reroll the attack.
Reroll it. So,
And you are using your aim on this attack, right?
I didn't say I was, but
Can I decide that he doesn't reroll and
Yeah,
take that?
I'm not sure.
Yes. Has he messed it up? Yes. He forgot to use an attack on his 1.
Yeah. I'd rather fight that than
Sure.
3 6s. Son of a
All right, so
So here
Okay,
comes
so you
the
got three
defense.
fours coming at Baron Blade here.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
can.
sure what that was.
That's all right.
552.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
So
And then I guess I will dodge.
All right. Then dodge is your third action.
I guess
All
I'm
right.
not quite sure
Sounds
if they
good.
used the aim or not
And then
there.
I forgot to
roll
aim.
your. There's no damage to Baron.
okay, so no
and
damage. So it
pick
made
up
the
the dodge.
Yeah, missed the Baron Blade defended against the entire attack, and then dodge got in there.
Now it is turn 5, Baron Blade.
Do truth before you move on.
Oh, yeah, Citizen Truth is your turn.
Oh, yes.
You need your hit points,
I
actually.
need 5 hit points for Citizen.
Yep.
All right, so now Citizen Dawn is using her Citizen Truth turn.
One
I
in
think
hit
he's pretty
points.
much just gonna stay where he is.
All right.
So he'll probably dodge and not just waste his turn.
That'd probably be smart.
Dodge is a good idea. Thank
All right.
you, Brian.
Now it is Baron Blade's turn.
They are still playing defensively this late in the game.
Let's see.
So we're moving on to Baron Blade. And we did make a mistake there earlier. It's Pat who's playing Baron Blade.
Yeah, Barry is playing Omnitron, and Pat is playing Baron Blade. So, fun names aside, we are now correctly representing their team. Anyway,
He's picked up a token.
I am gracious, but I'm not forgiving.
excellent.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Maniacal gloating at Unity. Wahaha.
Wow.
All right, so Unity gets maniacally gloated to death.
All right, and that's
Maniacal
two.
gloating again.
Yeah.
For the second incapacitation.
All right, and so that is
down, let
2
me get
victory
to the third
points right after that. Gate Crashers has 2 incapacitations, both off maniacal gloating, and with only 11 minutes left in the game, that is highly likely to be the match, even if they can't conquer another win in the next 10 minutes.
All right, maniacally gloating, Unity dies. Now 2 to 1.
It seems like maniacal gloating is really giving Gate Crashers quite a lot of effect there.
Warning as well for you guys.
And then us have
Baron Blade is not the best target.
either one of us.
Because a Baron Blade still has
2 actions left.
Yeah.
And we've had the 10-minute mark, 10-minute warning called, so at this point, it's a matter of can Happy to Be Here get 2 victories in 10 minutes.
That has to be like the most un-legacy-like legacy in the game.
Oh, it's Iron Legacy.
Because it's Iron Legacy, I've got my buddies.
He's wearing the other costume.
Maybe I have him under mind control.
Your schemes never work. That can't be possible.
All right, with this, I mean, it seems like both teams are kind of walking it off at this point.
Slip into shadows with combat stance.
No, he's doing what
This goes away.
our power.
But during
So
surge,
Wraith
I
is
go
taking
back.
her turn.
Right. It is the Wraith's turn. Baron Blade, I guess, just dropped the rest of his turn after that maniacal gloating.
Okay.
That's all he wanted to do.
I'm going to move to here.
All right. Move is your first action.
And then I'm going to attack Omicron with Raise Ordnance.
No way.
All right.
Wraith is still trying this strategy of attacking Omnitron with all those hit points. I
So
admire
aim
the
is second action.
tenacity.
Oh, no, you got name already.
He's going to use the aim on it. That's a great idea.
Oh, very nice, very
The
nice.
3s go away.
So 2 6s coming in and Omnitron.
2 6s.
2 6s. I got nothing.
So
All right.
Wow.
2 hits on
that's
Omnitron.
great.
That's a good shot for the Wraith. I'm afraid it's a little, too little, too late.
Right.
But it's still a good shot there.
He still has 1 move left.
I'm going to dodge.
All right.
Taking another
Raise dodge
dodge.
is the third action.
You
And
get
then you reroll movement,
defense +1, yeah?
and then everyone turns their
I don't have a defense
tokens
plus
back
one.
up because you're the Wraith.
Because that's what you
Oh, I should have more of those. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, you should.
It's fine. I don't think it will cause us.
I
All
don't
right.
think it says may.
All right, so that is the Wraith's turn. So now it is back around to the beginning of round 4,
turn one.
top of the action with Legacy's turn. Legacy at this point on the solidly winning team and just wants to make sure to submit that victory.
It looks like Citizen Dawn is the only opponent that's close to him that he might be wanting to target.
Well, both Citizen Dawn and the Wraith are next to each other.
Oh, they
So
are,
if
you're
he could pull in a flying smash and fly in there and do an area attack that would hit both of them, that would be a great attack. And as part of flying smash, you can move first. So if I were him, I would absolutely go for the flying smash right now and hit that hex between the two of them. Sure, Wraith's going to run away from you, but at that point you flying smash and get a second
Flying
attack.
smash.
There we
There it
go.
is.
On
Did you say you wanted old school legacy?
Sure did.
1, 2, 3,
get that second attack on Citizen Dawn.
Moving
So first action.
first edition, the flying smash
All right.
allows
Flying
me
smash is
to.
your first
Do
action.
you want to aim first?
That's a good question.
So he's asking if he wants to aim first. In my opinion, he probably doesn't. He probably wants to go ahead and use that flying smash and then use his second action for either a Thok or the motivational charge that I believe he has in play. He does. That's correct.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I would do too.
Yeah, I think that we want to stick with that flying smash and then get an extra attack in there rather than trying to aim the area attack.
Yeah, with so little time left, there's not a whole lot of time to be aiming these attacks.
Yeah.
It is a radius. So
Well, aim is good if you're gonna overpower your opponent with dice, but Legacy does not roll a ton of dice. You're better off rolling multiple attacks and getting multiple effects, because motivational charge is gonna get them some healing and it's gonna put down some damage. So.
There's a 5. There's a 1 and a 6, and they get removed, but we've got 3, 2, 5.
325 coming
Not
at Wraith and 325 coming at Citizen Dawn.
I don't want Truth to take it from me.
Okay, well, I can take my own.
Okay,
from Dawn.
so Truth is going to take Dawn's, but not the Wraith's. Is that true?
Correct.
All right.
It sounds like Wraith might slip into the shadows.
No, I
I'll
think
go ahead and do
that
mine.
she is going to keep
I'm
her.
gonna dodge.
She's dodging,
Oh.
and then she's got combat stance. The Wraith right now is playing a bit of a trigger thing where she got rid of Slip into the Shadows, and she's holding on to combat stance
However,
so that she can
whenever
punch
an
back.
attack is resolved against the Wraith for the first time each turn, she makes this attack against her attacker.
All right, so now the Wraith gets to make an attack. The attack is not resolved. It's got to wait till the
not yet.
The attack was resolved against the Wraith.
Yeah, but this
But
whole,
it
the whole
happened
attack has to be
simultaneously.
resolved.
Okay, so
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay, so we'll see the defense roll against Citizen Dawn, and only then will the Wraith be able to
5,
make
4,
that
1, so
recursive
you take
attack.
1, except that you
except
The
they
5,
all
4,
have
and
an
then you
obelisk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so no damage to Citizen Truth either.
Okay, so back to
So
you
now
swinging
your
back
attack
on me.
happens.
Combat stance. 4 dice. Auto
There it
misses
is.
are 1 and 3. Oh my goodness. 3 3s and a 2.
All right, the 2's coming back at Legacy.
I think
I don't think
Legacy might be
Legacy's
safe.
I think he's fine.
A2.
There you go.
A2, Brutus.
Just squeaked by with it.
All right.
All right, and that was Legacy's turns. He's got another action, though.
We'll go ahead and use motivational charge.
All right.
That's exactly what we thought was going to
And
happen.
at this point, he should probably attack the Wraith because Citizen Dawn it doesn't it has that Truth helper there. Although Truth can also help the
Can you
Wraith.
use that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it's a whenever. It's not a first time.
Okay.
Yep.
So swing against Dawn.
Going against
Combat
Dawn.
stance is the first time each
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, I'm
Because you
sorry.
can't combat stance back if you do it.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with whenever.
It probably won't
First
matter
one's down at the
because
end of the second
either
line,
way,
so-
honestly, Citizen Truth should take
combat
that
stance
attack.
versus Wraith.
That's true.
1s and 2s misses. This is melee.
The only way to keep them alive, but I still don't think it's going to get them a win.
I need red dice.
You
Sorry.
have a 5-minute warning right now.
I need 3 red dice.
It does.
Red dice are migrating.
Minor moral victory.
Oh, good lord.
Getting incapacitated the third. Minor moral victory. We can get a major moral victory.
It's a pretty good attack.
All right.
2 4s and a 5.
All right.
First Wraith.
I can dodge with Citizen Truth if you want.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so Citizen Truth is going to ignore that 5. Is going to roll 3 defense dice and takes 1 point of damage,
Okay.
unless he has a dodge
One of
token.
those be automatically
Use the
blocked.
dodge.
Yes.
Oh, if he's using the dodge token, then it doesn't matter. He blocks all of it.
So we'll take 1.
So you'll take 1 damage.
Take one damage.
Oh, he didn't use a dodge token. Okay, either way,
right.
he takes 1 point of damage. Truth is
Well,
fine.
but it doesn't matter for Citizen Truth.
It really
So
doesn't.
everyone heals, so the allies heal.
All right, so Baron Blade regains a hit point, as does Omnitron.
And then 1.
And 1 is his
He's where he
movement.
needs to be.
All right, now it is turn 2. Unity.
He stands up.
Unity
Yep,
stands
there's
up.
Baron Blade at full health.
Excellent. All right, and that brings us back to Unity's turn. Unity's, I believe, rolling a new movement, is standing up, regaining hit points.
What'd you say the time was?
And choosing a power, but probably shouldn't be taking too much time with this since we have less than 5 minutes left in the game.
That's true.
No, I think
I really can't see Happy to Be Here getting 2 incapacitations in under 5 minutes.
No, they're not going to. This is match, and I think at this point they have to realize it. I mean, they're playing through,
not
which is
area
good.
attacks that don't hit allies,
I'm
unless you
glad
want to go
they're-
down in a blaze of glory.
They're sticking with it.
I'm glad they're playing through,
like it.
but I just we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what they can
Okay.
come up with. At least they'll keep it interesting to the end.
So, Cryobot
All right.
is coming out.
Cryobot.
That is Cryo.
It's
All
a
right.
bot
So,
we haven't quite seen yet.
yeah, so Cryobot is, we'll put it up on the screen here. It's one of Unity's robots,
action.
surprisingly. It has an area attack that just makes a big area of cold all around it.
maybe.
So,
I can make it so it hits.
Because he can sprint as well. Right?
I don't think he can sprint.
Sure.
Can Cryobot?
Yep.
It's on this
Okay.
card, but
Yeah.
everyone can do it if you want.
Okay.
So it sounds like they're going to try to deal out at
Well,
least a
he
little
doesn't
bit
move
of
that
damage on their
forward,
way
so-
out here.
Okay.
It's true. They've got 2 minutes left, so
I can
we'll see
hit.
what goes on.
Get him there. He hits those guys. And then
Well, I can.
You can move through everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So Crybot. 1, 2, 3, 4 move.
There goes the bot.
actually, just let him attack me. Don't worry about it. Take your aim instead when you do your attack.
Yeah. Okay.
First action, GoBots move.
Second action is aim.
All right.
Third action, Cryobots. GoBots. Cryobot attack.
All right.
I will be
And that's going to hit. Yeah.
aiming. Legacy has 3 defense, correct?
Legacy is
Yeah,
in cover,
I would-
you can't go on a sight to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes it a pretty easy choice as to who I'm going to aim against then.
But it's raid.
I can hit him, but I can't aim,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
guessing.
Right.
No, you.
Well, no, you can't hit because you're in.
Live sight.
We had that ruled differently in our last game.
Radius.
Yeah, it's a
So
radius
here's the
attack.
question, Christopher, quick.
I know the area attack means get through.
It is an area attack.
Yeah, it's an area attack. Origin 0, radius 2.
Okay, it needs line of sight from the origin.
Yeah.
So a radius attack needs a line of sight.
Here,
from the
tell you
origin.
what.
The bunker grenades-
Here's the correct move.
Well, then I don't. Yeah, then I
Here's
move
what
there.
You actually do. You move here.
Yeah.
Now you will get these three.
Yeah.
As opposed to.
Yeah.
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 In the last
Yeah.
couple of minutes
I
here,
just moved
trying to
one
figure out
forward
how much
space right,
damage
do exactly what I
Cryobot
thought I
can
was
deal
going to do.
out.
Now you can aim.
Or at least how many attacks it can make.
Aim first.
And the name.
Omnitron is at 6 hit points.
Omnitron is a 6 hit points.
Okay, so, and 3 defense?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so
Exactly.
aiming against them is effectively
Seven
identical.
pink.
Yeah.
And that's
There are ones on the
time.
lid where you can do it more than
Yes.
once.
Yes.
It is like-
So
Yes.
I haven't ever played her.
Oh, and that's time.
I mean, if you want,
Do we finish
I
it or
say-
no?
that is victory for Gatecrashers. We're right at the time. I mean, it was a pretty solid victory throughout the whole time.
That's true.
Gatecrashers held on. Happy to be here. Played a good game. So we apologize for the technical difficulties in the middle there, but we are in good shape here. That was a good game. There were some interesting things done. I think we saw some of the failures of the Citizen Dawn and Citizen Truth combo. It looks
true.
good. It feels good, but it's not offensive. You're not going to get any kills off of it. And
Right.
really, this is a game that comes down to you got to get 3 incapacitations to win. So that makes a big difference there.
So we've seen a pretty good game. Lots of good sportsmanship here today. We'll be seeing the next semifinal round. And who is that with?
The next semifinal round is going to be Mighty Morphin Chrono Rangers and something cheesy, where something cheesy is coming from the secondary tree. So
They will have to win twice in order to advance to the finals.
absolutely.
We'll take a quick break and come back with the second semifinal round.